Denham Springs High School basketball broadcast. A John Fine production on Family Radio 91.9 FM, Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube. Please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. With Yellow Jackets color commentator Mitch Covington and producer John Fine. Here now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Good evening and welcome to Lady Jackets basketball. It is playoff time here for the Lady Jackets, and we are here with you with all the action from the Jacket Gym as they face a familiar opponent here tonight in this opening round of the playoffs. The Prairieville Lady Hurricanes come into the Jacket Gym. I'm Josh Ward. Pleasure to have you along with us for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center. Proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. You know, at Sporting Center, they've got everything you need from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and that terrific staff over at Sporting Center. Again, that is 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. All right, last week, the Lady Jackets ended their regular season on the road at Prairieville, and what was a 68-52 final against the Lady Hurricanes. Again, that was at Prairieville. Now, they flip it. They come to the Jacket Gym, and their opponent in the opening round, as Mitch will remind us all that he said last week, is the Prairieville Lady Hurricanes coming into the Jacket Gym. We got a lot to get to before tip-off. John Fine is going to be joined by head boys soccer coach Sean Leblon. Going to be here with John here after that historical season the boys soccer team had. Unfortunately, came up short last week against Catholic High, but looking forward to hearing from Coach Sean Leblon. Of course, we will get you set up for tip-off. Mitch will be with assistant coach Mike Peku as they will break down some of the X's and O's of this one as they get ready for the Lady Hurricanes. And then we get you ready for tip-off with keys to the game, starting lineups for both teams, and then we'll get this one underway here. It's an exciting time from the Jacket Gym on this Thursday night for first round action of the Division I non-select girls basketball playoffs. We are back after this timeout. It is the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Has it going on? Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small-town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Yellow Jackets, Lady Hurricanes here from the Jacket Gym. By district round of the 2025 Division I non-select playoffs get started here
2025.
Tonight. That's right. Isn't that crazy to say?
It's still, we're only a month and a half into it. It just doesn't register.
You know, this early in the year, too, you don't write it too many times, and you start writing the wrong year. I've done that plenty of times. Luckily, most of the time, the things correct it for you now. But anyways, all right, Mitch, before we get more into the girls, I want to talk about the boys. Obviously, we've been carrying them. Tomorrow night, we will have them here at 6:15 start time for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets for that one, as they will wrap up their regular season against the Santa Maula Gators. Again, that is tomorrow night right here from the Jacket Gym. Last time we talked, it was Tuesday night. They were going to play at Walker. They finished that game 82-67, the final in that one. So the Jackets right now 26-3 overall, and they are 4-1 in district play as they look to wrap up their regular season next week.
Yeah, important game.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, important game tomorrow night because as it sits, we are still within the top 4 in the power ratings. The top 4 teams get a first-round bye, and so you'd like to have that first-round bye so you can relax a little bit, kind of get everybody back healthy as you need to, get your legs underneath you. Coaches have a good chance to go and scout the next couple of opponents, maybe go watch a game, that first-round game with those 2 opponents, but also a lot of time to prepare for that next match, whereas if you have to play that first-round game, you got to focus on that opponent, and if you get by, you only have a couple days and a quick turnaround for the next one. So big important game with Santa Maula. Santa Maula's a good basketball team, and it's going to be a challenge tomorrow night, so we want to make sure that we handle our business, take care of what we can handle, and then keep that top 4 seed. Right now, I believe number 3 seed, and so we want to stay in that position to get that first-round bye.
All right, so let's take a look at the district standings for the boys as they stand right now, and you see that East Ascension sits atop at 5-0. Denham Springs, as we just mentioned there, is 4-1. They're in second place alone, and then, of course, you've got Santa Maula right underneath that at 3-2, and then it falls down Live Oak, Walker, Dutchtown 1-3, Prairieville 0-6 in district play. So that's how the district stands out right now for the boys side of it. So, hey, Walker, if you want to do us all a favor here at Denham Springs, go beat East Ascension tomorrow night, and then we could be co-district champs in both boys and girls basketball this season. But need a little bit of help there for the boys side of it. As we know, and we'll get more into it, the Lady Jackets are co-district champions with Walker. I told you I have an argument to make or a complaint later, but we'll get to that as we get closer to tip-off here. Sticking with the boys, obviously holding, as we look at the power ratings you mentioned there with the boys side of it. It will be Central stays at number 1, Zachary at 2, Denham Springs holding strong at 3, as mentioned there. Natchitoches Central rolling in at 4. So those top 4 are the ones you really look at because you get that first round bye, as you mentioned, and you really, and then from that point you can control your own destiny kind of at home by getting that top 4 seed or being one of those top 4 seeds and getting that first round bye.
Exactly. That's one thing I didn't mention, but also if you're a 4 seed, then that means that you're going to be home when you play that second round playoff game, and then that quarterfinal matchup, which if it went by the rankings, if there were no upsets, the 4 seed is going to host the 5 seed in that quarterfinal matchup. So that would be 2 home games before you would go on to the top 28 in Lake Charles, and so that's very important to keep those top 4 seeds. 1 to get the bye, 2 to get the home games throughout the playoffs until you get to the top 28.
I know we haven't looked at it too much, but it looks like Denham Springs, even if something were to happen where they were to lose to Santa Maula, I think they would still be in that top 4 of the power rating. So they look pretty secure there. Number 3 would be great, as you mentioned, because then in that third round game, in order to go to Lake Charles, as mentioned, you would be you would be 3-2, right? Yeah, you'd be facing the 2 seed, but you would not have to face the 1 seed there. So we'll get more into that. But again, tomorrow night, regular season finale for the men's team will be right here from the Jacket Gym. We will be with you as well, and that is 6:15 start time for that one for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. So saw the boys in here wrapping up practice as I was getting here to set up for this one, and I think hearing Coach Cab talk to him, he said, don't take tomorrow's game lightly. Don't be looking too far down the road. Don't be looking at your seeding. Don't be looking at this. Focus on Santa Maula. They're going to come in. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be well prepared, and they're going to come out here and they're going to try to play a spoiler for you because that's kind of what they're playing for right now.
Definitely, and to take it farther, if you focus everything into tomorrow and you handle business, you're not going to play another game for maybe 9 or 10 days because you're going to get that first round bye. And so go ahead and lock in, be focused, don't look too far ahead. And like I said, Santa Maula is a pretty good ball club, and they are definitely capable of putting a strong effort out there, capable of beating Denham Springs if we don't play well. So we got to make sure that we are focused on our job and not looking ahead to what's going to happen a week or so down the road.
Absolutely, Mitch. Well said there. We are going to take a timeout. When we come back, it's going to be John Fine and Sean LeBlanc, head coach of the boys soccer team at Denham Springs in his first season. Made it to the semifinals, came up just a little bit short last week, 3-1 against Catholic High from Yellow Jacket Stadium. But very excited to have him coming up. And again, that is coming up after this timeout. It is the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, You Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
It is Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, Denham Springs and Prairieville. First round of the girls' playoff tip-off coming your way at or about 6 o'clock. My name is John Fine, producer of the Yellow Jacket broadcast. And with us right now, the head coach of the Denham Springs boys soccer team, he is Coach Leblon. Coach Leblon, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
What a terrific season you had, huh? It didn't end the way you wanted to, but 21-1-1 at one time ranked #1 in the country in high school boys soccer by Max Preps. It was really a terrific campaign for you.
Yeah, it was a fantastic season. A lot of surprises along the way, but it was, once we got some of these wins under our belt as we went on, it just kind of kept building and building, and we started to get the #1 ranking in the country. We got the #1 seed in the state tournament, and we just kind of took off from there.
And talk about at what juncture in your first year as head coach of the Jackets did you feel that your team had a chance to be really special?
It was probably after the St. Paul game at the Copa tournament in Baton Rouge. We had a couple big wins under our belt, but I don't think we really knew who we were. And it's always a good test to play one of the heavy hitters that's year in and year out with the St. Paul. And when we came away from that win, I think there was a different feeling amongst the boys and a different type of confidence.
Talk about how you became the head coach at Denham Springs. Their head coach previously had been Millie Hilliard. He wanted to take more time out with his family and his fledgling business. So he said, I want to keep on being an assistant coach, but I'd like to be part of the mission to find our new head coach. And he and Coach Beard and others perhaps found you. Talk about that, what it was like in that process.
Well, I was at Brother Martin for 6 years, and it was starting to feel like it was time for a change. I was actually ready to take off this season and just relax and take a break from soccer for a little bit. I had a mutual friend who has a kid at the school and in the soccer program. She introduced me and Coach Hilliard and Coach Eric, and we just kind of met just to kind of gauge each other and where we were at, what I was looking for and what they were looking for, and we just hit it off really well. The atmosphere and the environment that Miller and Eric had created and what they were looking for and what they felt that the program needed to make another step into the future. And we all had the same values in what we were looking for in a program and where we thought we could go. So once that felt right, we just made it happen, and I took the job.
That would be Coach Eric England, along with Miller Hilliard, your two assistant coaches. Now, let's talk about what the difference was in your matchup against Catholic High School in the regular season, where you defeated them 2-1, and in the state semifinals, where you fell 3-1.
Well, there's a couple of differences, and ironically, I felt in the game that we won, I felt Catholic was better on the day. I think we just made plays when they were needed to be made. In the semi, I actually thought we were the better team overall. It was a very evenly matched game, and we just made some simple mental mistakes that gave up costly goals at really bad times, and it was mistakes that we hadn't really made all season. But when you're in a semifinal and you're playing against a team that's that talented, that well coached, you just can't make those mistakes, and it cost us.
At halftime, you were tied 1-1. At the time, I thought, hey, advantage Catholic, because you had the wind in the first half and didn't really capitalize on it. Got a goal based on the Catholic goalkeeper making a rare flub, and they had the win in the second half, and maybe that was the difference in the game.
I thought it was definitely an important moment. The fact that they scored against the wind and we could not. I really think that gave them an advantage, and credit to them. They got the job done against the wind and when we didn't, and I would agree. It was a pivotal factor in the way that the game unfolded, was them being able to get that goal against the strong wind.
How tough a loss was this for the kids? Again, having been undefeated, granted with one tie, coming into the game, being number one in the country, no one expected to lose the finality of it. Talk about that.
Despite a record of being undefeated, the finality of a semifinal and the finality of tournament games is always it's always there, and it's always a concern, especially for your seniors. And this one was especially hard because of how well we had done, because we hadn't taken any losses yet on the season, and all the hype that was surrounding us. We try to kind of keep everything in house and let the boys understand, you are who your record says you are, but at the same point in time, everybody is beatable on any given day. And, after the game, it was rough. You can talk about it all you want, but until you go through those type of experiences, you just don't know until it hits you. And it was emotional for the guys, the season being over, and, the seniors, win or lose, it was going to be their last game. But to go out on a loss, it was definitely hard, and just kind of sat with the boys for a couple days, and just kind of had to handle it and deal with it.
You are who your record is. Bill Parcells first said that. I don't think you're a Bill Parcells kind of coach. Let's talk about the seniors on your team. You have your keeper, Tate Fuentes, Chankel Arias, Joshua Beasley, Lane Fontenot, and Josh Beasley. Cooper Colson, right. So you got 5 seniors, 4? How many did I mention?
5 seniors.
5 seniors. Talk about these kids.
We're going to miss them. There's a lot of tremendous leadership. There's a lot of good work ethic. There's a lot of and great teammates. It was a combination of a lot of things in a lot of players that you want as a coach. Unselfishness, good chemistry, all those intangibles that coaches look for and we hope to build in young athletes. And we're going to miss them a lot. Statistically, we're going to miss a lot, but I think a little bit more importantly is the chemistry and the leadership that we're going to lose from all 5 of them. They were just tremendous kids, tremendous teammates, and they're going to be irreplaceable.
And the cupboard is not bare, as you have the likes of Jordan Moore, Eliel Savio, Michael N. You or your assistant coach Hilliard don't know how to pronounce his last name. Lane Sadler, Anthony Howard, and several others coming back for you.
Yeah, I can go through about 5 more of those kids that are going to be huge players for us next year. We were very young, and they got a lot of experience from what we were able to accomplish this year. So we have very high expectations going into next season, and we hopefully them being in the system for another year with me being in the second time. So we expect a lot of good things. We hope that we can get back, and we're very excited about what they're going to be able to bring. It's a lot of talent returning to the team, so we're going to be fortunate.
Tell us about your keeper position. Who is the successor to Tate Fuentes?
Zach Jacob, he's a sophomore. He was on JV this year. He'll be our keeper in between the posts next season.
Okay, and you have high hopes for him?
Absolutely. He's a good kid. He's a good goalie. He learns well. He learns quick. He doesn't have a lot of experience playing goalie. It's I think he's been about 2 years. He's been playing in the keeper position, but Coach Eric has done an unbelievable job with training him and getting him on board, making him feel confident, and giving him all the techniques and all the skills that he needs to be successful. He's going to be good for us, and we're excited to have him, see what he can do.
And defensively this year, you were a record-setting team as you allowed only 10 goals this year, had 15 shutouts, so a very high standard this year.
Yeah, it's going to benefit the new goalie coming in. Let him get his feet wet, hopefully a little bit easier, because our entire back line is coming back, minus Lane Fontenot, but a lot of heavy minutes that were played that are going to return to the varsity team next year. So we expect a lot of good things, a lot of high hopes, and a lot of high expectations.
Unlike football and basketball, and I believe baseball and softball, in soccer, and there may be other sports in which the select and the non-select compete in one playoff. It's not separate the way it is in those sports. Thoughts about that? And Denham was one of 4 teams, the only one in the semifinals that's a public school.
Yeah, it's always that public-private argument and who's better and why they're better and things like that. And I've got a lot of experience in the private schools, and they have a lot of talent. They've always had a lot of talent, but a lot of that it comes from the club situation and where the bigger clubs are located and where they're located in relation to those are bigger schools. Mandeville Soccer Club is a big program. St. Paul's down the block. Jesuit, Brother Martin, all those schools in the city, and we've got tremendous schools in the city. Newman High School, their boys team just won state again, and the Fire Club is centralized down there, and so they've got access to a ton of athletes and a ton of talent. In the same way with Baton Rouge, Baton Rouge High School, Catholic High School, and so they just have access to a lot of those kids, and soccer becoming so popular with the younger age groups and coming up, and the size of these clubs, and just better kids coming in that soccer's their first sport. And
okay, a test as to how much you've assimilated. LSU and Ohio State playing in football. Who are you rooting for?
Oh, Ohio State.
Ohio State
every
still?
Day of the week.
Okay.
Every day of the week.
From Ohio originally?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm sure Denham still loves you, but I don't know if they heard that before. Maybe they love you just a tiny bit less now. Coach, and help me out on this. When did vuvuzelas come to high school soccer? Vuvuzela is that horn type of instrument that people blow, known to be blown prolifically in foreign soccer games, foreign football as they call it. When did that come to high school?
I don't know. I think it's all based off of the World Cup. I believe when it was in South Africa a couple cups back. But I think it was so aggravating for the World Cup teams that they might have banned them. I'm not really sure, but they kind of disappeared for a little bit. So I'm not exactly sure where those fans picked up those noisemakers to come to the games. But they were definitely loud and proud.
If someone wants to get involved in Denham Springs soccer, what do they do?
Well, they need to let us know. We're going to start doing summer training. They can contact me. They can contact Coach Miller or Coach Eric. They can go through the school. Anyway, just to get in touch with the program, so we can take a peek at them, get some eyes on them. We're going to start summer training in June. Basic stuff, just getting their feet wet and getting the team kind of reorganized a little bit, and then we'll be running tryouts in the summer as well. So they just need to let us know that they're around and they're interested, so we can get them under our eyes and see what they got.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on a terrific season.
Thank you very much.
He is Sean LeBlanc, the head coach of the Denham Springs boys soccer team. My name is John Fine. It is Denham Springs and Prairieville girls' first-round basketball game. It'll be Josh Ward coming back. Actually, it'll be Mike Peku, assistant coach of the Lady Jackets, along with Mitch Covington when we return after this pause on Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up on Denham Springs girls basketball.
Can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program, to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Orishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Mashan and Associates, General Contractors, and Triton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
And welcome back. It's the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, and I am Mitch Covington, and I'm here with, once again, Yellow Jacket assistant coach Mike Peku. This has been a routine here. A few minutes before the game, we get to speak, and so good to see you again, Coach Peku.
You too, sir.
I hope to see you for at least 2-3 more times.
That would be nice.
We'll see what they let us in Hammond if you're able to get to Hammond and play some games there. But I know as long as we're at the regular host sites, which we'll have here for a couple of games, we'd love to do it. So, well, first of all, congratulations making it to this part. Congratulations on the district championship. So the Lady Jackets, of course, are finished the district season 5-1, same as the Walker Lady Cats 5-1. Now we did beat Walker, so if there was a tiebreaker, we'd have control of that. But your thoughts on that, getting the district championship, and how long has it been since we had one here at Denham for the Lady Jackets? Do you know?
Right offhand, I don't know the whole. I do know that Rudy hadn't had one since he's been here, so this is the first for him, which is a very good thing. Even though we didn't win it last year, we made it to the state playoffs. So hopefully, winning it this year, we can go one step further.
Well, there you go.
That would be nice.
And I know with Coach LaPrairie, we had a long string of district championships and won several in a row. But then Walker, Coach Arnold, does a great job over there, and they've been on a really hot streak. And so it's probably been 7 or 8 years or so at least. And so, but we got back there. We beat the Lady Cats, and then of course we get a district championship ourselves. So happy for that. Just watching the teams warm up and all is just kind of making me think it is a different atmosphere. Normally when you play your regular games, you have a JV game before. The girls get out here to warm up maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes at halftime. Then you have about 8 minutes from the JV game finish to the varsity game. It's all real compressed. You know your routine. You've been doing it all year. Now you're in a playoff game. There's no JV game. And I got here an hour before tip-off, and both teams are on the floor. They're lounging around, stretching, just shooting. It's a different routine. So any thoughts or ideas on how to kind of adjust from what you normally do, and now you have a full hour on the court that you're warming up?
Yeah, we've talked about it at practice last couple of practices. Trying to get ready for this, because you're right. It is a kind of compact thing, going in and out, and kids that were playing JV going running back there, getting dressed, coming back out, that kind of thing. So now we've got them all out there on the floor, and we got here kind of early, like you said, and we just tried to do things Sort of like practice. You know, we got out here, got relaxed a little bit, got our stretches in, got our shooting in, just around the outside perimeter and that kind of thing. And then we started into our routines. And so we got into our routines about 20 minutes till, or 25 minutes till. And now they're back in the locker room getting ready. And so it's we kind of compacted it ourselves with our routine as to what drills we did and that kind of thing.
You don't want to wear yourself out too early. You don't want to be out stretching an hour before, girls running up and down the floor. And like I said earlier, it was just a lot, just a shoot around, just girls are shooting around. And then, like you said, about 25 minutes before, we're getting into our routine. We started our stretch and agility routine and then kind of got it back on track. But that is one thing, hopefully, we have a big advantage over Prairieville about is we are an experienced squad, went to the state championship game last year. We expect girls like, Taylor Smith and Preya Nelson, who were big parts of last year's squad, to help lead us and understand how, like I said, this playoff game where you're the only game in town. Like there's no other JV game, no other thing to worry about. Whereas Prairieville, brand new school, obviously their first time ever in the playoffs. So we hope that our experience in that situation may be an advantage.
Yeah, we've talked about that yesterday at practice a little bit, and I know he was in there talking about it when I left out a few minutes ago, was the fact that we have a lot of kids on our team. Even though they may not have played last year in the game, they were involved in getting us there. And so we've got a lot of them that are out there that are going to be on the floor tonight that have the experience over and above Prairieville's kids. So it's going to be nice. Now, I will say, Chase, he's done a great job at Prairieville. He did a good job at Dutchtown last year. And they did, make it into the playoffs. So some of his kids that are there did make it into the playoffs, not for Prairieville, but they did for Dutchtown.
Because they were part of, that's right.
Correct.
Dutchtown and East Central Sam all split up into Prairieville. So that was a good point that some of them did play with Dutchtown. And Coach Chase Delry, Denham Springs High School grad, of course, you said he's coached in the playoffs himself, so it's not brand new completely. But now speaking about that and being not brand new, it's not brand new to face the Prairieville Hurricanes as far as we got to go all the way back to, about 6 days ago. We faced them last Friday. And so talk a little bit about how the game went last Friday.
All right. Last Friday we were at their place, and I have to say it is one fantastic place over there. If you hadn't been, man, it's worth going over and just walking around. It is a gorgeous facility. But we went over there, played them. Started out a little sluggish, but they've got a couple of good kids. Their point guard is very good, very fast. And so we started out, kind of picking her up real tight and her kind of going around us and committing some fouls we shouldn't have committed. But we've kind of talked about that and came back, changed a few things in the second half, and were able to slow her down. And once we did that, we kind of blew, I don't want to say blew away from them, but we pulled away from them a little bit and ended up winning that ball game. So tonight, basically the same thing. We're going to try to stay off of her a little bit, make her do her thing from outside instead of being able to penetrate to the basket like she was doing.
Well, you mentioned that's the junior guard, Marley Gatlin, who, according to the papers, averaging about 23 a game for them. And you told me she scored maybe 23 last week against us, but a lot from the free throw line. So hopefully we can stop from fouling. Like I said, make her hit jump shots and not put her on the line for some free shots.
Correct. Yeah, I think she had 11 or 12 points from the free throw line last year. Last week against us. So, if we can keep her off the free throw line and make her shoot jump shots instead of layups and getting the and ones like she was getting a lot of them, we'll be okay.
And then, as you mentioned, it was a close game at half, maybe about a 5-6 point game, I believe, at halftime. We pulled away in the second half for a 16-point victory, I believe.
Yes.
And, hopefully we take that second half momentum and then flip it right on here from the start as we get going with this game.
Hope so. That's what we're going to try to do anyhow. That's what we've talked about. That's what we practiced for.
As mentioned before, I see Coach Rick Delry out there helping his son Chase with the basketball squad. So Rick Delry, of course, spent a lot of time here in Denham Springs, from Denham Springs. You went to school with him, correct?
Right. Rick was a year older than us. Played on the same team. Played for Alton Leggett.
Yeah.
Me and Brent Dugas and Ricky Delry, Mark Whitehead, Daryl Whitehead. kind of all lived around here and worked out at the parks together in the summertime, did some things like that.
That's
so,
where
yeah.
I remember first seeing Coach Derry. I was at North Park. Like, just as I was growing up, he was always out there and involved. And, of course, his son Chase, a Denham High graduate as well, a former basketball player, is the head coach. And so family affair and a little bit of a homecoming for those guys as well. So, you know, Coach Peku, we appreciate your time, and we're going to wish you ladies the best of luck today. And, you know, we're glad to have Coach Peku back with us. And then after these messages, we're going to return back with our Sporting Center Yellow Jacket warm-up.
Media outlet has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98.
And the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better.
So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aston Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
Welcome back in. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Lady Jackets, Lady Hurricanes by district round 2025 Division I non-select playoffs get underway in about 8 minutes or so here from the Jacket Gym. Josh Ward now again with Mitch Covington. And Mitch, you know, as we take an opportunity here to look at the bracket, and once we get the bracket going, we'll see how this all works out as far as terms of who the Lady Jackets will play next. 1 second as we try to get that for you.
I can give you a peek look if you want. Now we got Slidell and Santa Maria, so it's possible to get another district opponent.
All right, so now as you see that on your screen, if you're watching that DS Jacket Vision, again, if you are watching that DS Jacket Vision, make sure you hit that subscribe button for us, please. So as you see there, Yellow Jackets are with Prairieville here tonight. 8 seed Yellow Jackets, 25 seed at Prairieville, and then it will be the winner of number 9 Slidell and number 24 Santa Maria. So again, it's either a district opponent or a team that you've seen in the playoffs the last couple of years that you will have to see.
And we did, I believe, play Slidell earlier this season also. I think we played them in a tournament earlier this season.
All right, so as we continue to look at getting ready for this one here as well, we'll get your starting lineups here momentarily, but at this point in the season, you're looking at everything that's going on, and you know, you keep having to switch gyms. You're having to switch. We're going to go to the starting lineups. Not just yet here. Sorry about that. Getting a little set here. Obviously, the Jacket Gym is a bit of a challenge for all of us, and getting set up here is no easy task by any means. And
well, I can go ahead and cut you off. I'm going to cut you off and tell you the Jacket Gym is in tip-top shape. The referees, of course, when you play in playoff games, you don't get your normal referee crew. We don't have a Baton Rouge crew. We've got a crew from, they might be Lafayette, they might be Hammond area, they might be New Orleans, but they came in, they wanted to make sure that the goals were proper. They had a tape measure out, we're measuring it and measuring the free throw line, so I can tell you everything is to regulation, no issues with the goals, no issues with the lines on the floor.
Reminded me that scene with Hoosiers where they measure it same as ours back at home.
My question was, this was only 20 minutes before the game, so if the goal was 9 foot 6 inches, what were they going to do?
That was a great question, too. I mean, and a great, Coach Peku was walking, he was like, what are they doing? Anyway, just some fun they had with that. So, Mitch, let's go ahead and look at our starting lineups here for the two teams. We'll start with Prairieville first, younger team, but a team that is in the playoffs in their first year under head coach Chase Delry. So, their starting lineup goes like this. Number 0, junior guard, Marley Gatlin. She's kind of their go-to player. Number 13, freshman forward, Whitney Kleibert. Number 14, senior forward, Asian Jordan. Number 23, freshman guard, Brianna Sanders. And number 24, sophomore guard, Kaylin Sheets. Of course, head coach Chase Delry in his first season at Prairieville, former Denham Springs basketball player. On their first season, they were 15-9 overall, and they were 1-5 in district play. Now, as we look at the Lady Jackets, it is going to be freshman, number 5, forward, Zariah Samir. Number 13, a sophomore guard, Marley Johnson. Number 14, junior forward, Kennedy Lindsay. Number 23, junior guard and forward, Priya Nelson. And then, of course, number 34, senior, as we know, Rudy Smith's daughter, Taylor Smith, who is forward for the Yellow Jackets. Head coach Rudy Smith in his 4th season at Denham Springs. They finished 21-9 overall and 5-1 in district play. And again, as we mentioned, co-district champs with Walker. Now, I told you I had an argument to make, so here's where it is.
All right.
And I asked Coach Smith about this. If you go on the LHSAA website, it says that Denham Springs is 5-0 in district play and was the district champs. I asked Coach Smith about this. He said, well, the EA coach turned in paperwork wrong at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season. Now, nobody at the LHSAA or nobody in the district decided to make a phone call and say, hey, this ain't right. So for a couple of games, so the district standings were all jumbled up because of that mistake that no one fixed. I have a little problem with that. As someone who likes to try to get it as right as I can most of the time, I was upset about that one. So that's my complaint.
I know that you were, because you mentioned it 2 different times previously about it doesn't show EA as a district game, and I don't know why not. So, I mean, if the LHSA site doesn't have the district game, I say we were undefeated district champs. So,
well, according to the LHSAA, we are district champs. However, we also would have to hear on the court, and we do know that it is technically a co-district championship with the Walker Wildcats, the Lady Cats over there at Walker. So, Mitch, that's how that all shakes out.
Well, I will say this to add with a little bit of, disagreement with the LHSA. Apparently, it doesn't matter anymore if you're a district champ or not. You used to get credit in the power ratings. There'd be a bonus point given to your team, which would add into and really give you a little kick and may add you an extra slot on the where you fell on a bracket, but they don't do that anymore. So they really have taken away any importance of district championship, and that's a goal that everyone should be fighting for. We talked about we only play each other once, where it used to be you play home and home, and now everybody's just playing one round in district games, and it really does take away the prestige of winning a district title, which really should be a major goal for every team. So if the LHSA doesn't care about the district title, I have a problem with that. I think that should be a goal for everyone.
Yes,
it should mean something.
Yes.
Give the point back in your power rating for winning a district title.
Absolutely. It should mean something. It's sad that it doesn't anymore, because it was something that people would fight for so much. Sorry, folks, if you see us bouncing around here and it looks like we're on a boat somewhere, sometimes it feels like it here, Mitch. But nice bouncy bleachers that we're in here, which is kind of nice because they're so hard that a little bit of bounce is a slight relief from it. But Mitch, obviously, Yellow Jackets looking to start this postseason run here against Prairieville, and you talk about how familiar the two teams are. It can be an advantage or it can be a disadvantage. How would you see that?
Well, see it as how we finished strong in the second half. We took a close game and then turned it into a comfortable win in the second half and really pulled away. I like that for the Lady Jackets, kind of maybe figuring out a little bit of you feel each other out for a half in the regular season game, and then we saw what we needed to do, kind of pulled away. You mentioned starting lineups, and Marley Gatlin, she's a great player for Prairieville. We're going to see her a lot tonight. She handles the ball, she dishes the ball, she scores the ball, she does it all for them. And then also have another girl to make sure we watch out for, Kaylin Sheets, a really good job sharpshooter from the outside. When Marley drives to the lane and dishes it out to Kaylin, she knocks them down. So we got a little bit used to going against that, kind of getting our feel on what we needed to do, made some adjustments that we needed to. So you would assume the way we finished that second half, we want to take those good vibes, tweak a little bit maybe how we tried to play them early on in the game and throw that out the window and go back to what was working in the second second half. Of course, Prairieville's got film too, and they've got a game notice with us, and they're going to try and make some adjustments as well. I doubt you go in with the exact same game plan. Les Miles, same game plan. Don't do it. It didn't work. Nick Saban, different game plan. It worked out great, right? So
both teams, and you're getting the hand gestures down too.
Both teams probably going to make a few adjustments here this second go around, but it was so quick turnaround. There's not going to be a whole lot different. You're not going to have new inbounds plays. You're not going to have the top secret defense you installed in 3 days. It was just last week we played them. So pretty much what you did in the past, you have a few little tweaks to it, and maybe how you can adjust, who can help off, who we can leave open, maybe force them to shoot it and get the ball in Marley Gatlin's hand. But overall, you're still going to go with what you did for the first, 2 months of the basketball season.
Yeah, and they have some really good players. You mentioned there, I think I was texting you earlier in the day that one of their players had 90 3-pointers on the season, 90. So that's kind of like their 1-2 punch there. So I know they have a way to defend that. You always put your best defender on their best shooter, so we'll see how that all matches up. But as we get ready for intros here, they are going to do the intro on the court of the two teams. So that'll give us a little bit of moment to get set up here as we get you ready for tip-off. Again, it is the Lady Jackets, Lady Hurricanes. It is not a District 5 5A contest. It is a by-district opening round 2025 Division I non-select girls basketball playoffs. The March 2 Hammond starts here tonight from the Jacket Gym. Great to have you along with us as always. Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com. And streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. That is at DS Jacket Vision. All one word. Please give that subscribe button a hit for us right there. It will certainly help us out. We appreciate it as well. All right, we will take a timeout. When we return, we get you ready for tip-off here from the Jacket Gym. Back after this on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Brandy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything, and it's open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Motad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amik River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in. It is going to be, that will do it actually for the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff. That is Sporting Center, 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. And we are ready for tip-off here from the Jacket Gym at Denham Springs High School. All right, Mitch, keys to the game for the Lady Jackets.
Well, being that you are right, but being that you are the favorite and you did win the last game, you don't want to toy around with them. You don't want to get late into the third quarter, fourth quarter, and give Prairieville confidence that they're in it's just a 4-point game. We got a chance right here. Just keep fighting. You want to try and assert your dominance early on. Let them know that what happened last Friday is going to continue on this Thursday night, and just get out to a great start and take control of the game early.
Samir and Sanders at the center line to tip this one off. And ball is up, and it will go first possession to the Lady Jackets. That is going to be Smith from the top, drives in the lane, kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson to the top to Johnson. Johnson now over in the far corner. That is going to be to Smith. Smith going to drive a baseline jumper. It is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Yellow Jackets 2-0 over Prairieville.
Yeah, first thing I noticed is they're playing man-to-man Prairieville on defense, and Taylor Smith is matched up with a freshman. I really like that matchup for our advantage.
Defense right there by the Yellow Jackets, but there's going to be a foul on Denham Springs. That is going to be on Kennedy Lindsay, her first of the night.
Just backing up to what I said, Taylor Smith matched up with a freshman. Tough assignment for Brianna Sanders for Prairieville, and Taylor was able to take her off the dribble and knock down the pull-up jumper on the first drive.
All right, 2-0 Yellow Jackets with the lead here over a Taylor Smith baseline jumper. It'll be inbounding for the Hurricanes. On the far side, about the center line, will be Marley Gatlin. Again, we talked about Gatlin in the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. She's kind of their go-to, well, not kind of, she is their go-to player. She will inbound it from the side, gets it back to Gatlin is Jordan, and Gatlin will get it across the center line. Gatlin now will drive it down. He's going to take a mid-range jumper. It is off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Yellow Jackets. That is Samir with the rebound, gets it over to Smith now. Smith in between the circles, gets it over to Nelson. Nelson, she will lose the ball. It's going to be a turnover, goes to the Hurricanes, and it will now going quickly the other way. Underneath the basket, trying to get into Jordan. It's going to be a turnover by Prairieville. That is Samir driving it in the lane, going to take it all the way off the backboard and in for 2. Yellow Jackets 4, Prairieville 0.
Great job on the defensive end by Kennedy Lindsay. Get her hands on the ball and knock it away and get the steal.
Hurricanes going the other way now quickly. That is going to be Gatlin. Gatlin will bring it back around, going to drive in now. Now we'll back it out beyond the arc.
Looks like the Lady Jackets are a little bit of a matchup zone, so we're going to try and keep a couple of eyes on Gatlin at all times.
Driving all the way in and giving it to Jordan for a missed layup, and it's going to be a rebound to the Jackets, and it is now Smith. Quickly on the other side of the corner, gets it over to Johnson in the far corner. Going down low to Samir off the backboard and rim, no good. Samir with the putback is up and in. 3-point play coming up for the Lady Jackets. They lead at 6-0.
Freshman Zariah Samir working hard under the basket so far early in this game. Did a great job of posting up, got the first shot off, but missed it. Stayed there fighting for a rebound, was able to get the offensive rebound and the putback with the foul on top of it.
All right, Samir for the 3-point play. Here's the free throw. Nothing but net, and it is 7-0. Lady Jackets leading over the Lady Hurricanes here. It'll be Sheets. Sheets is going to lose the ball momentarily. It goes to Clivert. Clivert gets it over to Sanders, and Sanders will get it back to Gatlin. Gatlin from the top now will try to set up the offense. She's going to drive it in the lane at the free throw line. She's going to be caught, almost gets it out to Clivert, or does get it out to Clivert rather, and it will go back to Gatlin beyond the arc on the near side. Gatlin working up about the free throw line, drives it down the lane, trying to put it up for 2, and she is going to be fouled. She will go to the free throw line for 2. Foul is going to be on Kennedy Lindsay. Is that her second?
No, it said 13 on Marley
13,
Johnson.
Okay,
yep.
sorry, I thought you said 14.
So, but no, that was, I believe, Pratt Nelson that came in to help out. You know, as we were talking about before, that little matchup zone. So when Marley Gatlin drives to the lane, we've got some help defenders that are able to come off of their man, their kind of area, and help collapse in the paint. Kind of had a double team there, but unfortunately, foul got called on Marley, but a good job of the defense collapsing and not giving up a layup.
Both free throws are no good by Marley Gatlin. It is 7-0, Lady Jackets with the lead. And it will be an inbounds for the Lady Jackets. It'll be Kennedy Lindsay to inbound for the Lady Jackets, and we'll get it over to Smith. 7-0, Lady Jackets lead it. 5:40 left here in the first. Going down low to Samir, off the backboard and in for 2. 9-0, Lady Jackets with the lead.
I don't know if I thought beforehand that Zariah Samir was going to be our go-to early in this first quarter, but it's been a great move. She's been dominant inside the lane for the Lady Jackets. We talked about all the experience of girls that made that run last year, the state title game, and it's a freshman that's jumped out with 7 quick points here early in the first quarter.
5:25 left here in the first, and it is 9-0, Lady Jackets with the lead. Now here is Gatlin from 3-point range. It's going to be off the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Samir. Samir will get it to Smith, and Smith will bring it up the court. Going across the court now, that's going to be to Lindsay. Lindsay baseline, kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson going to drive it in baseline, going to take it to the goal. It is going to be no good. Rebound, it goes out of bounds, and it is going to go to the Lady Canes.
Jackets have been using full court pressure here. Anytime Prairieville inbounds it with the full length of the court.
Hurricanes taking it up. Just take it off. Sorry about that. Lady Canes coming up the court now. It was going to be Gatlin, going to drive it in off the backboard and rim, no good. A rebound goes to the Hurricanes, excuse me, to the Jackets. Now going the other way is a foul against the Hurricanes. That will send Kennedy Lindsay to the free throw line.
Taylor Smith picked up the defensive rebound, gave the baseball pass up the full length of the court to Kennedy Lindsay. Got fouled going in for the layup, but a chance for another couple of points here for the Lady Jackets. And with 4:40 left in the first quarter, both free throws good. Lady Jackets up 11-0.
Quickly going the other way now. Lady Hurricanes going to shoot a three, and that is Kaylin Sheets, and she nails it. And it is 11-3. Well, they said it was a long two. I thought it was a three. My goodness.
He's saying three.
All right, here's a three now by the Yellow Jackets. That is definitely a three. That is Freya Nelson from beyond the arc, and it is 14-3 here. Lady Jackets with the lead. Lady Hurricanes going the other way now. Going to drive it in. That is Gatlin, and Gatlin puts it in for 2, 14-5. Quickly going the other way, Nelson underneath the basket. She's going to be hit. No foul called. It is going to be ball on the court, and it is going to go out of bounds off of White. They say it goes to Prairieville.
A lot of contact down there. Maybe when Brad Nelson went up for a shot, no call, but then Marley Johnson banging around trying to get a rebound, no call there either. So referees trying to let the girls play a little bit here in this playoff game without trying to send someone to the bench in foul trouble.
3:47 left here in the first. Here is a lot of steps by Gatlin. She throws it up. It is no good. It's going to be a loose ball now. It is going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow will stay with the Lady Hurricanes.
Well, you can see where Marley Gatlin does a good job of driving, trying to get to the goal, but the Jackets with this little matchup zone defense are able to collapse on her when she tries to get to the paint, and we have two defenders in her face, and she's really struggling this first quarter to get going.
From underneath the basket, it is going to be Sanders to inbounds. Looks like I guess they were looking for a violation there, but they will get it out. And it should be a backcourt violation. It is, yes, okay. Good call right there as Gatlin stepped just over the line trying to get it in there. But, man, talk about the defense of the Lady Jackets. They always have it turned up.
Good defense on the inbounds pass, which forced the ball to get all the way out to half court. And then the pressure in the face of the Prairieville ball handler, she stepped back across the half court line.
All right, Smith will get it in. She gets it over to Nelson. Nelson from the top will kick it out to Smith. Smith trying to go down low to Lindsay. She does. It is off the backboard, no good. And the putback by Lindsay is good. 16-5, Lady Jackets
Well,
lead.
Lindsay got the putback, but Soraya Samir once again battling for rebounds, kept that ball alive and knocked it back to Kennedy Lindsay.
There's a three-pointer now. Front iron no good by Gatlin, and the rebound will go to the Lady Jackets as they push it quickly the other way. Baseline to Nelson. Nelson kicks it out to Smith. Smith with the long three-pointer is off the iron, no good. And it will go out of bounds off the Lady Jackets, and it will go to Prairieville.
The Jackets are very aggressive on the board. We got a size advantage with some of our girls, with Prairieville Nelson and Soraya Samir, and they're getting after those rebounds.
They sure are. Gatlin will walk it up the court now. She is being guarded by Johnson. Ball is loose, and they're going to call a foul on the Lady
Taylor
Jackets.
Smith got it,
Yep. That's 3 fouls against the Lady Jackets, 3 fouls against the Lady Hurricanes.
So far, nobody with 2. Everybody spread out, just 1 foul each.
Inbounds is Gatlin. Gatlin gets it to Sanders, and Sanders back to Gatlin. Gatlin now works it from beyond the arc, from the corner on the near side. She's being pressured at the baseline, going to kick it out to Jordan. Jordan shoots it, front iron, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Jackets, and it will be Nelson from the arc. Gets it to Samir in the lane, kicks it out to Smith from beyond the arc. Smith now drives it in, little floater off the iron, no good. Smith going for her own rebound, gets it. Now a three-pointer by
Marley Johnson.
Marley Johnson, yeah, I saw the three there. I didn't know if Henry had came in. It's going to be Lady Hurricanes with the possession now. That is Gatlin will drive it in. She will take a mid-range jumper, and it is good. 16-7, Lady Jackets lead.
Even though Gatlin got the bucket, you like the defense, force the jump shot, don't let her get to the lane with the shot inside the lane. Last time we forced her to kick it out to an open teammate, but we'd rather that teammate taking the shot than Gatlin.
Smith went down low to Lindsay, and Lindsay is going to be fouled. Was that on 24, I believe?
It's at 14.
14.
I believe that's her second.
That would be Asian Jordan.
Molly Johnson coming out. She's done a good job on the defensive end of the floor.
That will send Jaden Vaughn in for the Lady Jackets. It is going to be, and Jornette will come in as well. Here's a three-pointer now by Smith. It is off the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Prairieville, but the Lady Jackets are pushing, and we got a foul on the court. All right, that's going to be on Kinley Jornette for the Lady Jackets. Their fourth of the game so far. Minute 42 left here in the first. 16-7, Lady Jackets with the lead.
And both teams now are in the bonus for the first quarter. There'll be 2 free throws for every foul.
Ball is on the ground. Vaughn is going to pick it up. Vaughn going down to Jornette. Jornette over to Samir, who puts it up and in for 2.
Very good pass by Kinley Jornette to find Samir open underneath the goal.
Here's Gatlin now. Backing it out, trying to slow it down a little bit for the Lady Hurricanes. Being pressured by Jornette. That will be Gatlin. Kicks it out to Sanders. Sanders back out to Gatlin. Gatlin going to drive it in. Kicks it out to Blanchard, who shoots a 3, no good. It'll be out of bounds, and it will go to the Lady Jackets.
And as you can see, the Lady Jackets are very focused on Marley Gatlin. People collapsing when she tries to drive. If she kicks it to an open teammate, we'd still rather the percentages in our favor of a teammate shooting it than Marley Gatlin or Kaylin Sheets.
Lady Jackets out. Other side will go it to Taylor Smith. She's going to shoot a long 3, and it is string music here from the Jacket Gym. 21-7, under a minute left in the first. Hurricanes going quickly the other way now, but it's going to be a turnover. Lady Jackets get it. They've got the numbers. It is going to be Jornette who goes and will be fouled.
Just called it out of bounds. Yep. Saying Gatlin got her hands in there clean. Okay. Yep. But Jackets ball on the inbounds. We can steal a cheap bucket right here on the inbounds play. Get a look underneath the goal. That'd be real advantageous.
Mitch gets excited and starts tapping on the table here, and have to give him a little nudge from time to time. Here's another 3 by Smith. It is no good. Rebound goes to Vaughn. Vaughn tries to. Loose ball is still loose, and it is still loose, and it is finally going to be to the Hurricanes, and it is going to be a travel on Prairieville, and that will give it back to the Lady Jackets with 23 seconds left here in the first. Taylor Smith will inbounds from the baseline underneath the goal. We'll get it up top to Jornette. Jornette over to Vaughn. Vaughn in the corner to Nelson. Shoots a 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound to the Prairieville Lady Hurricanes. Being trapped in the corner now is the Hurricanes. That is going to get it out to Blanchard. Blanchard will get it out, but it's going to be a turnover now as Blanchard was pressured. Nelson's going to put it in for an easy layup.
The Jacket pressure defense stole it and got the layup before the end of the quarter.
We played 1. It is 23-7. Lady Jackets with the lead. Back after this timeout, it is Lady Jackets basketball.
Your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday. Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up was earlier. It's now going to take us to the second here from The Jacket Gym, Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington, Zachary Williamson working the cameras. Producer on site here, Darren Ferrente, and back to the studio, Amin Figueroa. Great to have you all along here with us for this first round action of the Division I non-select playoffs 2025.
Looks like Prairieville has switched up to a zone this quarter. Man-to-man defense wasn't going well for them. We were getting a great job of getting shots under the goal.
Smith from the top tries to go down low to Samir. Samir will put it up, and she will be, what? They're going to call it travel. Huh? It's hard to whistle. I thought she had gotten hit, but they call it travel on Samir.
Wasn't sure about that one, but man, Zariah Samir, your freshman. You look for your seniors to lead you when you get to playoff time, but it was a freshman, Zariah Samir, with 9 first quarter points and a great job on the boards as well. A very strong first quarter.
23-7, Lady Jackets lead. Prairieville now will work it on their side of the court. That is going to be Gatlin from the corner. We'll get it over to Sheets. Sheets back to Gatlin. Gatlin being pressured by Jaden Vaughn.
Jackets are staying in that matchup zone we were using in the first quarter.
Gatlin going to drive it down into the lane, puts it up for a layup. She is going to be fouled, and she will go to the free throw line for 2. They called that one on Jaden Vaughn.
Yeah, Jaden Vaughn was with her step for step. Looked like she was trying her best to stay vertical and not get a foul. Gatlin did a good job of kind of jumping into the defender and creating some contact and got the foul call and now has a chance at the free throw line.
Martley Gatlin's first free throw, no good. She will get another opportunity here. Gatlin's second free throw is up, and that one is going to bounce around the rim. No good. Rebound goes to the Lady Jackets, and it will be out to Smith. Smith gets it in between the circles, kicks it out to Vaughn. Vaughn back to Smith. Smith from the near side, working from the arc now is Jornet. Jornet back up to Smith from the top as they try to get it set up. Vaughn from the corner. Gets it back to Smith from the wing. Back over to Jornet. Jornet over to the other corner to Lindsay. Now underneath the basket. It is going to be out of bounds on Jaden Vaughn, and it will go to Prairieville.
A big advantage for the Jackets tonight has been our size. Preya Nelson, Zariah Samir, bigger than the Prairieville players underneath the goal. Well, they've switched to a zone here in the second quarter, make it a little bit tougher to get the ball inside because they've got it packed in there with 2 or 3 defenders.
Canes on the other side now. It is going to be a loose ball. It was turned over, and then it was still loose, and Lady Hurricanes will keep it. Whitney Clybert, check that the sophomore for the Lady Hurricanes. There's going to be a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Hurricanes.
The Jackets do a great job of trapping anytime you get a ball near one of the corners, and that trap right there forced the jump ball.
Gatlin will inbound it from the baseline, kicks it out to Sanders at the top, and Gatlin will come back out and get it as she will try to set up the offense for the Hurricanes here. Going to drive it in the lane, going baseline down to Jordan. Jordan puts it up. It is no good. Rebound to Nelson. Nelson gets it out to Vaughn, and Vaughn will get it across the center stripe. Jornet now from the far side, works it around the top, gets it over to Smith. Smith looks for the 3, now drives it baseline, kicks it to Nelson at the free throw line. That kicks it out to Jornet, who shoots a 3, and it is good. Nails it. 26-7, Lady Jackets lead.
Speaking of freshmen making a difference, Kenley Journey has done a great job, and a freshman herself, just like Zariah Samir.
All right, we got a tie up underneath. Nope, we're going to call it travel. It looked like it was a jump ball at first, which I think was the right call, and then it was overruled as a travel by the Lady Jackets, and that turnover will give it to the Lady Canes.
And yet another freshman entered the game for the Jackets, Kalijah Henry. So Coach Rudy Smith, you can tell the Jackets are looking to make a great run here, but also the future is very bright. A lot of freshmen and sophomores, key contributors with this Jacket squad.
Gatlin will work it. She will get it over to the top to Sheets. The ball is going to be loose, and it is going to be a whistle on the court. See what this call is.
It's going to be Journey's second. Yep, her second foul.
All right, so that will send Journey to the bench likely, and that lets senior Kimber King check in for the Lady Jackets.
Like I said, I thought that was some really good minutes there, the back half of the first quarter and the first half of the second quarter. Kenley Journey did a great job for the Lady Jackets.
Be inbounds from the baseline for the Canes. It will be Gatlin. Gets it out to Clybert. Clybert will get it back to Gatlin, who will work it now. She's going to drive it in. Takes a shot off the backboard, bounces around the rim, and will fall in. Good for 2, 26-9. Lady Jackets with the lead. King now gets it up top to Henry. Henry back over to King, trying to go down low to Nelson. Nelson kicks it back out to King. King will work it around now, and it's going to be from the top. Henry over to King, across the court to Vaughn. Vaughn shoots a 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Lindsay, and she will go up. It will be no good, but she will be fouled, and that will send her to the free throw line for 2 with 4:56 left in this first half and a 26-9 lead for the Lady Jackets.
I will say, for the first 3 minutes of the second quarter, that switch, Coach Chase Delry's decision to switch to that zone in the second quarter has made a big difference. We're not getting the easy inside buckets. That right there was Kennedy Lindsay doing a great job on the offensive boards after a missed shot, but they really packed it in tight, trying to force us to hit some shots from the outside this quarter.
First free throw is good by Lindsay. Second free throw coming up right now, and it is off the iron, no good. Rebound to the Kings. Gatlin will work it in. Well, she's going to drive it in to the free throw line, kicks it out to Sheets, and Sheets with a three-pointer is good.
Sheets doesn't miss. She's sitting at 2 for 2 from the three-point line right now.
It's going to be a three-pointer by King on the other side now. Hits the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Prairieville. And Gatlin will bring it up the court now. Gatlin in the corner to Sheets. Sheets shoots a 3, front iron, no good. Rebound to Smith.
That time Taylor was right there defending her closely.
Going quickly the other way now is Henry. Henry kicks it out to Lindsay. Lindsay up top to King. And King over to Smith now. Smith tries to get over to King. King saves it at the center stripe. From the corner is Lindsay. Shoots a 3, and it is good. 30-12, Lady Jackets with the lead here. First half action from the Jacket Gym. Gatlin going to drive it into the lane. She will put it up. It's going to be off the iron, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Jackets as Smith will bring it up the court. Smith from the free throw line kicks it out to King. King across the court to Henry. And back up top to King. King over to Smith. Smith to Nelson. Out to Smith. Shoots a 3. A little too strong there by Taylor Smith. Rebound goes to Prairieville. Gatlin taking it in now. Free throw. Kicks it out to Sanders. Sanders, mid-range jumper. Front iron, no good. Rebound goes to Sanders. She is pressured by King. Gets it out to Gatlin. Gatlin going to drive it in now. Mid-range jumper is going to be short. Rebound to the Jackets.
Give that Lady Jacket defense a lot of credit. They're doing a great job of putting pressure on Marley Gatlin when she tries to drive to the goal. Always a help defender right there. Taylor Smith 2 trips ago, stepped in the lane, cut her off, forcing a longer jump shot than letting her get to the rim for a layup.
Senior Cameron Nora in for the Lady Jackets. Arrows underneath the basket. She will handle it now as it will go around the arc to Smith. Smith gets it to King. King back over to Smith. Three-pointer by Smith is off the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Prairieville. Going coast to coast with it is Gatlin. She puts up a layup that is no good. Rebound to the Lady Jackets.
Good job on the fast break defense. Kalijah Henry and then Taylor Smith, after missing the shot, hustling back to affect the layup on the other end.
King from the top now. Smith over in off the right side. So Lady Jackets just working around the arc now. It will be Nora, who goes up for a layup as she goes driving into the lane, and she will be fouled. She'll go to the free throw line for 2, and a 30-12 lead for the Lady Jackets over the Lady Hurricanes of Prairieville with 2:26 left here in the half.
Very good ball movement right there. Kennedy Lindsay sitting outside the lane by the baseline, catches it, turns and finds Nora cutting to the goal. Nice pass in there for the layup attempt, but of course the foul broke up the layup, but sends it to the free throw line.
First free throw was no good. Nora's second will be up, and it is off the back iron, no good. Rebound to the Hurricanes. Going the other way, that is going to be Gatlin driving all the way yet again. She puts up a layup that is no good, and the rebound goes to the Jackets. That is Henry now. Henry kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Henry at the top. Henry going to take a long 3, and it is good. String music again here for the Lady Jackets with about 2 minutes left here in the first half. Gatlin will walk it up from the arc, drives it in. She's in the paint, looking to score it herself, but we've got a whistle on the court. Going to be a whistle against Cameron Nora. Be a baseline inbounds now for the Hurricanes.
With Prairieville packing that defense in on when we have the ball on offense. We're not getting the shots under the goal, but we've put up several three-point attempts this quarter, and eventually getting a couple of them to go down for us.
Gatlin going to work it now from the top, going to drive it in. She takes a mid-range, it jumps around the rim and falls in for two. With a minute 42 left here in the half, we've got a timeout on the court. We will take it with them as well. Back after this, it's Lady Jackets basketball.
Just a 30.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Welcome back in. Lady Jackets basketball, 33-14. Lady Jackets with the lead over the Prairieville Lady Hurricanes coming up at the half. I will be joined by Caroline Taylor, assistant coach for the Lady Jackets, to see how she sees this first half going for Denham Springs so far.
I think Caroline's eyes light up anytime she sees a zone defense. She knows she'd get to shoot some 3 points.
Here's Smith from the top now. We'll get it over to Henry. Henry kicks it out to Smith, going around the arc. That is going to be to Lindsay. Lindsay driving it in now, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson drives it in, tries to get over to Lindsay, and it's going to be a turnover by the Jackets. And it will be Gatlin, as usual, working it down the court, taking it herself all the way, and she is going to be called. Well, she's going to be hit, actually, going to be whacked down there in the paint. Called that on Kalijah Henry for the Lady Jackets.
Not many wearing the purple and gold saw that foul. And I don't know, I saw a travel before that. They've called us twice for travel in traffic. I thought she had an extra step in there as well as possibly a clean block, but didn't go our way. Still 1:09 minutes left in the half. We want to finish it strong. 18-point lead at the moment. Don't let them cut it down much closer than that. Going to the half with some momentum.
Gatlin's first free throw was good. Second free throw is on its way, and it is good. 2 free throws, good right there by Marley Gatlin, a junior for the Lady Hurricanes. Going the other way now, it is Lady Jackets underneath the basket. That is Vaughn. It's going to be a loose ball, goes to Prairieville.
Jaden needs to be a little bit more aggressive looking to score. That's twice she's got on the low block looking to pass. If she'd look to score right when she catches it, I think she'd have a good chance of getting it in the basket.
Under a minute left here in this first half. It will be Gatlin from the free throw line. Will take it beyond the arc now. Now going to drive it in the lane. Puts up a little roller off the rim. That is good. It is 33-18. Lady Jackets with the lead now. Going quickly on the way underneath the basket to Nelson. Nelson loses it momentarily. Lady Jackets will retain possession. That's going to be Johnson. She shoots a three, rims around and in for a three-pointer. Marley Johnson, 36-18, Lady Jackets lead. Gatlin from beyond the arc shoots a three, and it is off the iron, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Jackets. 17 seconds left here in the half. Johnson kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson shoots a three. Front iron, no good. A little too strong. Nelson with the rebound. And the putback is good for two. 38-18, Lady Jackets lead. 4 seconds left. Gatlin walking it up. I assume she will take a three-pointer. Here it is at the buzzer, but there's going to be no shot, and it was no good anyway. And that will send us to the half. As we do go to the halftime, it is 38-18. The Lady Jackets with the lead over the Lady Hurricanes. We are back after this timeout. It is Lady Jackets basketball.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenck, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Hebert, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Welcome in to the halftime report. Josh Ward alongside Caroline Taylor, assistant coach for the Lady Jackets. Thanks for joining us. I know you guys are busy right now, or you ladies are busy right now, but great first half right there. A team you're very familiar with. You know who their players are. You know who their shooters are. Really good defense by the Lady Jackets. Y'all turning on the pressure very early in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Defense is key to any game. So just making sure we're containing 0 and 24, and we've got it.
0 and 24, obviously Marley Gatlin, she is there, everything for it. Seems like right now with a little bit of frustration that y'all may be causing the Lady Hurricanes, that she's trying to do a lot of it herself. But we also saw Kaylin Sheets come in for Prairieville. She hit a couple of threes early on there, but other than that, the defense is playing well. Offense, y'all are moving around. Y'all getting a lot of players involved early in this one, which is always good. So with how familiar you are with the Lady Hurricanes, what do you expect in the second half?
You know, I'm expecting them to really come at us hard and looking to drive and looking for 24. But like you said, it's 0 and 24. 0 is looking to drive a lot. We're trying to push her right. She's going left a lot. She's getting a really good jumper on her. And then 24, making sure we're not helping off too late on her because she's a really good shooter.
She is a very good shooter. She's hit a couple there. Talk about your offensive game plan for Denham Springs in the second half.
Yeah, our philosophy is we push it. We play our game. We play our speed. We don't let anybody change our speed. And we take it at them. We're moving the ball, looking to communicate, and really just working their defense around. The more passes, the better. We can really make them move, and then we get better shots.
How great is it to get so many players involved this early in the first half for the Lady Jackets? Obviously, if this one continues on, you can get some of those other ones in as well. But as you continue down this road, those players getting this playoff experience is going to be very valuable as you look to the second and third round.
Oh, yeah. It's so nice on so many levels. One, like being able to have fresh legs all the time. But two, like you said, having experience for later games that they're not coming in not experiencing this level of atmosphere.
All right, Caroline, you know what I'm about to tell you. Get back to work. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you hopefully Monday night.
Yeah, absolutely.
To Santa Barbara Slidell. So again, thanks for joining us. That was Caroline Taylor, assistant coach for the Lady Jackets. We are back after this timeout. It is Lady Jackets basketball.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Welcome back in. Halftime report here from the Jacket Gym. It is 38-18 Lady Jackets over the Lady Hurricanes. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Obviously, always thanks to Coach Caroline Taylor for joining us. Give us a little insight to how they're feeling right now. Obviously, second half coming up for the Lady Jackets. They look to extend this lead, hopefully get some more players involved. But, Mitch, for that first half, what do you have on the stat sheet for us?
Well, just talking real quickly, you can see a big difference in the game is the depth for the Lady Jackets. If you look on the Prairieville side, Marley Gatlin has 12 points, and then Kaylin Sheets has the 2 3-point shots made, and that's it. 2 scores for Prairieville, whereas the Jackets have 7 different scores. We've got Kinley Journay with 3 points, Kalijah Henry with 3 points, Taylor Smith has 5 points, Marley Johnson has 3 points, Preya Nelson with 7, Kenny Lindsay with 8, and Zariah Samir leading the Yellow Jacket Lady scores with 9 points. All of those came in the first quarter. But what stands out to me is I've just been really impressed with the youth movement. The freshman players have done a great job tonight. Zariah Samir, as we mentioned, 9 first quarter points, getting a lot of rebounds. Kinley Journay came in and gave some great minutes, playing good defense, passing the ball, knocking down 3-point shots. And Kalijah Henry, also another freshman, with a 3-point shot as she finished the whole second half of the second quarter and playing good defense, because it takes a team effort to go against Marley Gatlin for Prairieville, and everyone's stepping up, playing their role, doing their part, and that can only be a good thing for the Jackets, for the Lady Jackets, as we look for this second half. And in the future, it's not just one person. Taylor Smith, we've seen a lot. She can go out and score 16, 17, 18 points, but we don't have to have her do that. We've got others that can help out as well.
Absolutely. And as we get ready for second half action coming up here, remind you that we are coming to you live on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. That's at DS Jacket Vision, all one word. We ask that you are watching live and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit that subscribe button down there. It's so easy to do, and keeps you up to date on everything we are doing here at DS Jacket Vision. All right, we will take our final timeout of the half when we come back. Second half action here from the Jacket Gym. It is playoffs. It is Lady Jackets and Lady Hurricanes. Back after this, it is Lady Jackets basketball.
Cleanup and Restoration, Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration, Serve Pro of Livingston.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Arishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Machon and Associates, General Contractors, and Triton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
As we welcome back in, Jacket Gym, it is the Lady Jackets, Lady Hurricanes, second half action getting ready to get underway here. So Mitch, keys for the Lady Jackets in the second half. Again, we talk about how familiar these two teams are with each other. In this one, all Lady Jackets so far in the first half.
Well, he's got to continue to limit what Marley Gatlin can do. If you don't get 2 or 3 girls paying attention to her, she can go off and score 15 points in a quarter if you let her. But we've been doing a great job of having someone in her face defending her, and when she drives to the goal, a help defender jumps off of their person, their garden, and gets 2 hands and 2 people trying to defend her and keep her away from the layups, and forcing the role players, I guess you could say, for Prairieville to try and knock down shots.
Lady Jackets will have the possession arrow to start the second half, and just like that, jump ball right off the bat, and it goes to the Hurricanes.
But as I mentioned before that last break there, just the depth of the Lady Jackets and the number of different contributors that we have, 7 or 8, sometimes 9 players deep, are helping the Lady Jackets out, and we need to continue that.
Hurricanes now, it'll be Clybert working it, gets in between the circles, gets it to Gatlin. Gatlin is going to have it swatted away by Smith. Smith, who gives it to Johnson underneath the basket, and the layup is no good, and it goes to the Lady Canes. Gatlin will work it from the top, being pressured by Smith. Lady Jackets.
A little trap right here.
Trap action,
2-on-1, and that's what we got to do to try and contain Marley Gatlin.
I would not want to be Marley Gatlin looking at those 2 Lady Jackets in front of my face. I can tell you that. Being trapped in the corner now. Ball is going to be loose. It is going to go out of bounds off the Hurricanes. Worked perfectly right there for the Jackets, and it is possession to the Jackets.
And once again, if the ball gets in one of the 4 corners on the offensive end, we're going to have 2 Lady Jackets trying to trap it, and Prairieville's had a hard time of getting out of that trap.
38-18, Lady Jackets with the lead. 7 minutes left here, just underway. Second half action from the Jacket Gym. The old backdoor cut right there to Kennedy Lindsay is up and for an easy 2. 40-18, Lady Jackets with the lead.
A great offensive set. Prairieville went back to man-to-man defense. Lindsay ran off of 2 screeners, setting her up. We were patient with the pass, was able to let Lindsay get open underneath the goal. Great start to the second half.
Sanders with a 3-pointer on the other side for Prairieville was no good, and it is now working for the Lady Jackets on the other side. It is going to be Smith from the top. Makes a move, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson to Lindsay, back out to Johnson. Johnson shoots the 3, and it is good.
That's the second 3-pointer made for sophomore Marley Johnson.
Talk about the future is bright here, no doubt, for the Lady Jackets.
It's been the sophomores and freshmen playing so well today. That's just great to see.
Lady Jackets doing that trap in the corner here, on the near sideline, as we are used to seeing by them. And
I mean, we know girls like Taylor Smith, Preya Nelson, Kennedy Lindsay were key players last year on the squad that went to the state championship game. But for this first playoff game, to have so many freshmen and sophomores playing great, that's excellent to see.
43-18, Lady Jackets with the lead. Gatlin being pressured in the backcourt will now get it across the center line, and it will go out of bounds on the Jackets, and we've got a timeout called on the court. That is going to be timeout for Prairieville. It's going to be a full timeout. We are back after this on Lady Jackets basketball.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Randy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Randy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
43-18, Lady Jackets leading over the Lady Hurricanes of Prairieville. 5:55 left here in the third. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington, Lamine Figueroa back at the studio, Zachary Williamson and Darren Ferrente. John Fine in the house with us as well. Great to have you along with us. Family Radio 91.9 FM. On the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, please. Some good defense right there by the Lady Jackets, but it is going to be a foul on Taylor Smith.
We're extending that pressure this half with our zone defense, but it's not starting out looking like man-to-man. Anytime Marley Gatlin has it, we have 2 defenders in her face and trying to make it hard for her to drive and even get close to the lane. So here you're going to see Smith and Johnson making Gatlin get rid of it out by the half-court line.
Going to be a turnover by the Hurricanes. It is going to the Lady Jackets. That is going to be Nelson driving it all the way off the backboard and in for 2. 45-18, Lady Jackets lead. Gatlin now will get it to Jordan. Jordan back to Gatlin. Gatlin kicks it out. That is going to be to Sheets. Sheets shoots the three, and it is good. So
You know, we
90, 91, 92, 93. Counting her three-pointers.
We want to help off of every defender except for Kaylin Sheets.
That's right.
If she's open when she gets the ball dished to her, she's going to knock it down. And she's 3 for 4 on the night, I believe.
Going to be a turnover by the Lady Jackets now going to Prairieville. That is Gatlin going to drive it, puts it underneath the basket to Jordan, goes out of bounds, and it says it will stay with Prairieville.
Well, yeah, we knocked it out because Prey and Nelson with a big block knocked it out of bounds right there, but defending underneath the goal.
Inbounds gets it to Gatlin at the top, working around the arch now. Going to be out of bounds off of Taylor Smith as they were trying to get it to Sheets in the left corner.
Yeah, that's two shooters that are used to running off screens, trying to get to the three-point line. And Taylor Smith said, I've seen that move before. I've done it a lot myself. She was there to defend it.
Gatlin will inbound it. Gets it to Sheets. And then back to Gatlin. Gatlin now from beyond the arc. Looking for some space, making a move, dribbling it inside. Going to put it up off the backboard, too hard, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Jackets, now going underneath the basket and missing the easy layup as Taylor Smith gets the putback, and that one a little short there for Smith. 0 for 2 on that run for the Lady Jackets. Three-pointer now by Sheets is off the front iron, no good.
The difference that time, Sheets was trying to catch and shoot quickly. Zariah Samir doing a good job of getting out on her and not giving her an open look. Made her rush her shot a little bit.
Taylor Smith going to bring it up, gets it to Samir. Samir over in the corner to Johnson, back up to Smith. Working around the arc now, it is to Nelson. Nelson's going to bring it to the top to Smith, who gets it over to Johnson. And a little round the arc action here for the Lady Jackets. Samir gets it to the top to Johnson, over to Smith. From the corner is Lindsay.
Never a bad idea to work some clock. We've chewed off about 30, 35 seconds right now.
Baseline now, Taylor Smith. Again, too much there for Taylor Smith, and the rebound goes to the Hurricanes. Three-pointer on the other side by Kaylin Sheets, and it is good. Is that her fourth of the night?
Fourth.
Lady Jackets quickly going the other way. Nelson underneath the basket, puts it up off the backboard, no good, and we've got a foul on the court. That is going to be on Asian Jordan for Prairieville.
I tell you what, Kaylin Sheets, she's just a sophomore, and I believe she's 4 for 6. I don't think she's missed but 2 shots. That's unofficially, but just off the top of my head. And she's a spot shooter, though. She's not really going to catch it and drive to the goal and try and make something happen off the dribble. But the way you have to focus so hard on Marley Gatlin and collapse the defense on her, that gives Sheets a lot of open looks from the outside, and she can knock them down.
Lady Jackets gets it inbounds from the baseline. That is going to be Nelson kicking it up top to Lindsay. Lindsay off the backboard and iron, no good. Rebound for the Hurricanes now. Going the other side, it is Sheets. Sheets gets it to Gatlin. Gatlin going to drive it in and off the backboard and in for 2. 45-26, Lady Jackets with the lead.
Well,
3 minutes left here in the third. Underneath the basket to Samir for an easy layup. She puts it in for 2.
Jackets did a good job beating the press, got the ball to Marley Johnson in the corner, who found Samir underneath the goal for the easy bucket.
Lady Jackets will force a turnover there as they lead at 47-26. Now Lady Jackets will turn it over, and it will go to Gatlin. Gatlin bringing it across the center court line. We'll work it from the top now. Going off to her left. Ball is going to be bounced around as it came off of Prey and Nelson's hands. Now it's going to be a free throw line shooter for Gatlin, and it is good for 2.
You know, here we are with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third quarter, and Prairieville still just has 2 players in the scoring department.
That's crazy. When
it's
you said
all
that
coming from
half,
Gatlin.
I didn't realize it, but yeah, man, it is. A couple of check-ins here for the Lady Jackets. That is going to be King and Journet. Excuse me.
Is that French? Journet? South Louisiana.
Renee has it on the far side, works it to the top, going to drive it in the lane, and she will put it up, or excuse me, try to put it up. She is going to be defended, and it is going to be a block. Now quickly the other way. It is Sheets, and she shoots it from 3-point range. 47-31, Lady Jackets with the lead. Timeout called on the court by head coach Rudy Smith of the Lady Jackets. We will take it with him as well. We are back after this. It is Lady Jackets basketball.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy is excited to announce the opening of our newest clinic location in Watson. We are located at 32871 Highway 16 at the corner of Amy Church Road and Highway 16. And don't forget about our Denham Springs Clinic located at 145 Aspen Square next to Spectrum Fitness Club. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete and everyone.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Welcome back in. It is Lady Jackets basketball. It is a 47-31 lead for the Lady Jackets over the Lady Hurricanes of Prairieville by district round action 2025 Division I non-select playoffs. Lady Jackets get the winner of Slidell and Sandoval. That will be a Monday night game. Talking to Coach Smith before the game, he said it would be Monday night. So it's a quick turnaround for the Lady Jackets here as they would get ready for second round action.
Well, while you're looking ahead to next Monday, I'm going to stay focused here on this last 9 minutes and 46 seconds of this match. I'd like to see the Lady Jackets try and get the ball back inside around the goal if it can.
Kimber King getting called with a travel right there underneath the basket.
We've still got the size advantage with Nelson, Lindsay, and Samir underneath the goal. And then we did a lot of that in the first quarter. I'd like to try and get back to that here in the third quarter.
All right, Hurricanes now on their side of the court. It is going to be Gatlin. She is going to try to drive it in. It is going to be a turnover forced there by the Lady Jackets. It is Nelson driving it the other side. In for an easy layup for two. 49-31, Lady Jackets lead. Hurricanes now will, travel. Travel going to be called on Whitney Clivert. And the turnover makes it go to the Lady Jackets.
Just looking at Prairieville's roster, Marley Gatlin, just a junior, so going to see a lot of her in this fourth quarter and again next year.
Nelson going to try to drive it in, throws it up underneath the basket, no good. Rebound, she will go save the rebound, gets it underneath the King, and King puts it up. She is fouled. She'll get to the free throw line for two. What? Talk about the hustle of of Priya Nelson right there.
Was it Nelson or was it? It was Nelson. It definitely was. Went down, chasing the ball in the corner, behind the back, throwing it back underneath the goal. Kimber King was there underneath the goal to snag it and then go up with the shot, getting the foul call that she was looking for last time down the court, but this time she was able to get it and get herself a chance for two at the free throw line.
Just under a minute left here in the third. That is going to send Cameron Nora in. She will check in for Priya Nelson. King will shoot the free throw, and it is nothing but the bottom of the net. 50-31, Lady Jackets lead. Gatlin working quickly on the other side, being trapped. She breaks that. Going to shoot a mid-range jumper from around the free throw line. Bounces off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Prairieville. Gatlin now from the top, being double teamed yet again. Gets out of it. Working it down, trying to go to the baseline, makes a move, kicks it out. That is going to be to Clivert. Clivert will try to get it to Sanders. It's going to be a turnover as it will go to the Lady Jackets with 22 seconds left.
Three different defenders was after Marley Gatlin on that last drive.
Jornet kicks it out to King. 15 seconds left, trying to go down low. It's going to be a turnover. Just a bad pass right there by Kimber King.
Can we try and hold it for the last shot when there's 25 seconds left?
I think they wanted to. Coach
we
Smith
didn't do it before the half. And then right there, just be patient. Keep that, at worst, 19-point lead going into the third quarter break.
Gatlin will walk it up the court, and then we'll get it to Clivert. Gatlin being pressured. She's going to shoot it at the buzzer, off the iron, no good, and that will do it for the third here from the Jacket Gym. It is a 50-31 lead for the Lady Jackets, and we are back after this on Lady Jackets basketball.
Personal injury?
Warrior A-Bear and On-Gel.
Auto accidents?
Warrior A-Bear and On-Gel.
Workers' compensation?
Warrior A-Bear and On-Gel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenck, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Hebert, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back in, Lady Jackets basketball. 8 minutes away for the Lady Jackets to advance to round 2, as they lead at 50-31 here. So strong finish here by the Lady Jackets. See what they do here as they try to close this one out and move on to the second round. As mentioned again, that will be against Sandoval or Slidell. We are trying to get a score for that one to kind of see how that one is playing out over in Slidell.
I believe that's a 7 o'clock start, though. So when I was trying to check the score. Prairieville tried to make a little run there. Sheets hitting a couple of three-point shots. They cut the lead to 16 points, but Coach Rudy Smith called a timeout, and over the last 90 seconds of that third quarter, we did extend it back to a 19-point cushion.
Samir drives it baseline, puts it up off the rim, no good as she hit the backboard, then the rim, and the rebound goes to Prairieville. Gatlin now drives it in the lane, tries to make a move, and she is going to be fouled, but it is going to be on the floor. And it's going to be on Jornet. Is that her third of the night?
Third, yep, that's 3. But that's the advantage the Lady Jackets have, is the depth. She can get out there and play hard as long as she can. She picked up a couple fouls. We've got some other guards that can enter the game for her as well.
Sanders gets the inbounds. Will hand it off to Gatlin. Gatlin driving it in the lane. Going to be blocked by Nora. Turnover goes to the Lady Jackets. Lady Jackets pushing it the other way, and King will get it and take it out to the top as it will get to Journet.
Cameron Nora, the senior, stepping up with the big block.
King will work it around now. She works from the left to the top. Gets it to Jornet. Jornet from the top drives it in the lane, and the ball is going to be loose and is going to be picked up by the Hurricanes. Gatlin will have it in between the circles now. Going to drive it in, kicks it out to Sanders. Sanders shoots a 3 off the iron, no good. A rebound goes to Samir. Samir over to Jornet now. Now in the corner to Lindsay. Lindsay drives it, makes a move, and puts it in for a 2. Nice move right there, Kennedy Lindsay.
Nice pump fake from the corner. Drive to the goal for the layup.
Other side now, Prairieville going quickly, and it is going to be a turnover as Sheets was trying to get it over to Sanders and unable to do so. Good defense by the Lady Jackets. Going underneath the basket to Samir. Samir puts it up and in for 2. 54-31. Lady Jackets lead.
Good eyes right there. Good vision. Lindsey Nelson finding Zariah Samir underneath the goal. I'm sorry, it's Kennedy Lindsay. My fault.
Gatlin now gets it over to Sanders. Sanders from the baseline being pressured, trying to get it back to Gatlin, and it is going to be in the backcourt. And for an easy layup is Kinley Jornet for the Lady Jackets.
And the Jackets are feeling the momentum, pushing the lead up. Nice little 6-0 run here starting the fourth quarter. Starting to look ahead to Monday, which you already have, but now the Lady Jackets may be as well.
Is that Jornet? Will that be her fourth?
Maybe her fourth. Where'd I come up with Lindsey Nelson? Is that a baseball stadium? The football stadium?
Yeah, that's isn't that Tennessee's baseball stadium?
Oh, man.
Gatlin will inbound it from the sideline. It gets it to Jordan, and Jordan back to Gatlin. Gatlin being double teamed now. Lady Jackets going for the steal. She is going to be able to hang on to it. Gatlin with some nice offensive move right there with the ball handling. Pressured again, gets it underneath the basket to Jordan, who puts it up and in for 2, and she'll go to the free throw line for the 3-point opportunity.
And the 5:25-second mark of the fourth quarter is the first time Prairieville gets someone other than Gatlin or Sheets to get the ball in the basket.
Isn't that crazy? That is unbelievable. It will be Jordan for the 3-point play, and it is off the iron, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Jackets. 5:22 left here in the ball game, and it is an easy layup underneath the basket for Henry on the pass from Smith, and it is 58-33.
You say easy layup, but that wasn't an easy pass. Taylor Smith with a nice long distance bounce pass to get Kalijah Henry underneath the goal.
Ball will be out of bounds on the Lady Jackets there as Henry knocked it out of bounds, and it will be for the Hurricanes. It will be Gatlin to inbound it from right in front of the Prairieville bench. Gets it into Jordan, who gets it right back to Gatlin, and Gatlin is going to be fouled. They're going to call that one on Henry. Henry's second of the night.
That's 4 fouls called on us in the first 3 minutes of this quarter.
5:02 left here in the fourth. 58-33, Lady Jackets lead. Gatlin will get the inbounds. Going across the court, trying to get it to Brown. Going to be a turnover. Going the other way now with Samir. Lays it up off the iron, no good. Samir with the putback is no good. Third opportunity is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Hurricanes.
We've missed a couple of easier layups this half. Taylor Smith had a couple she wished she could have back. Zariah Samir, I know, wishes she could have got that one back as well. Great job on the defensive end. Just got to finish it off when we get to the goal.
Hurricanes now working it from their side of the court. It will be backcourt violation as Gatlin, unable to handle it, has to chase it back in the backcourt, and it will be a turnover, and it will go to the Lady Jackets. Lindsay will inbound it from the far sideline. Gets it to Smith. The ball is going to be loose. She was trying to get it to Smith, and it is going to be Gatlin going for the layup. It is no good. Rebound goes to Brown for the Hurricanes. Now Gatlin tries to put it up. No good on the baseline. Tiptoeing the baseline is Henry, and the ball is loose yet again, and now it's to Sheets for Prairieville. A lot of action right there in those couple of seconds right there.
There was a lot of scrambling after the basketball.
Timeout on the court called by Prairieville. We will take it with them as well. 4:14 left in the ball game. 58-33. Lady Jackets with the lead. Back after this, it is Lady Jackets basketball.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
Welcome back in, Lady Jackets basketball. So, as mentioned, it will be Slidell or Sandoval. Went to him a good man, Mr. Robert Graves, to get a score on that one. It is 48-36, Slidell leads. 5 minutes left in that one, so they got started at the same time we did. I thought that's what had happened, but the site that we were trying to get that score from obviously is not updating if nobody's actually putting it in.
I think you got to be a member. It had a login on there, so I wasn't going to pay just to get the score from the night.
Well,
but we appreciate Mr. Robert, who maybe did pay for a subscription because he's got the score for us.
He's got a subscription to everything. We love Mr. Robert Graves. Appreciate that.
Louisiana high school sports related. Mr. Roberts got it.
Gatlin will go up for two. She's going to be fouled. And she will go to the free throw line for two. Gatlin will shoot two, and foul was on Henry. That's her third.
I don't want to take anything at all away from Gatlin. She's a great player, but if she's going to go up and shoot in between 2 and 3 players all the time, you can't just always call fouls on the players that are standing there. If she's the one that dribbles into trouble and tries to shoot in the middle of the tall trees, it's kind of on her.
First free throw was good. Second free throw bounces off the rim. It is no good, and the rebound goes to Denham Springs with Smith pushing it up the court. She going to take a three, and it is good. From Jackson Street, 61-34, Lady Jackets with the lead. Gatlin tries to put it up. It is going to be out of bounds off of Prairieville, and it will go to the Lady Jackets. That shows you how old I am, Mitch. I just called it Jackson Street. It's
Yellow Jacket Boulevard.
Yellow Jacket Way now.
Yeah, Yellow Jacket Boulevard.
A pass down the court is going to go to Nelson. Nelson unable to finish it underneath the basket, and rebound goes to the Hurricanes.
I'm having flashbacks to the East Ascension game. We had many of those against East Ascension.
Don't talk about that one. That's my live book. Prairieville now is trying to work around the arc. It's going to be a turnover as Gatlin unable to hold on to it. Nelson now, and she will finish that one. Underneath the basket for an easy layup, and it is.
Good steal by Kalijah Henry and an assist.
63-34, Lady Jackets with the lead. 3:18 left here in the fourth. Going to be a turnover now by the Hurricanes. Going the other way. Henry is going to throw it up. No good. Smith with the putback is good. And it is 65-34. Lady Jackets have busted this one open here from the Jacket Gym. Gatlin going to shoot it around the free throw line. It is a little too strong off the back iron. Rebound goes to the Lady Jackets. Going to be stolen from Samir. And with an easy put in is Asian Jordan. And it is 65-36. Henry will turn it over. It will go to Brown, and we've got a turnover, double dribble against Brown, and that will give it back to the Lady Jackets.
Just looking to get out of this last 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Keeping everybody healthy, everybody fresh. Let's get ready for the rematch next week, whether it's Santa Maria or Slidell. It's a team we've already played.
Being pressure now is Henry. Henry will be fouled. A little bit of too much pushing there right by Brown for Prairieville.
Couple
of
jacket,
bonus, yeah.
Couple of no,
not yet.
for
Okay, no,
couple,
it is.
couple
Yeah.
of jacket. No,
yeah, well,
that's the the couple Jacket fans below us know why they were cheering. I heard the cheer from them. We've been called for many fouls this quarter. That's the first one on Prairieville.
Yeah,
we have five,
yes,
but that was their first.
Yes, correct. Yes.
First foul on Prairieville this quarter. Not many in the third quarter either.
Smith kicks it out to Henry. Henry will try to go down low to Nelson. Nelson's going to put it up off the backboard and in for two. 67-36, Lady Jackets lead. 2:13 left in the fourth.
We've got quite the balanced score sheet going right here. Just a lot of Lady Jackets scoring, a lot of Lady Jackets between 6 and 10 points. Just a well-balanced effort tonight.
Going to be, I think they call it a kickball. So it will be Prairieville to inbound it from the baseline. It is going to be Brown inbounding. Looking for Gatlin. Gatlin being covered up. We'll now have to get it over to Jordan, and Jordan's going to turn it over. Smith taking it, going to take it all the way. Easy layup up and in, and good by Taylor Smith. 3:39 left in the Slidell-Santa Maria game. It is now 50-38 Slidell with the lead. Turnover by Prairieville, and Prairieville, as the Yellow Jackets are trying to go the other way, will steal it back, and it is going to be thrown up by Gatlin. It is going to be no good. Ball is saved, but it is saved to the Lady Jackets, and Nelson going to have an easy layup here, and she easily puts it in for two. 71-36, Lady Jackets lead. Prairieville from the other side now. It is going to be handled by Brown. Brown being pressured. Ball is loose. Jordan will get the loose ball, and it is going to be a foul on the Lady Jackets. I'm going to call that on the court, or is it going to be two? It's going to be on Smith. Going to be a hit.
It's two regardless.
Two shots,
but it's almost, I mean, we're past the bonus.
Yeah.
But got a few subs getting ready to come in. When I say a few I mean
subs,
five.
The whole team.
We'll get a fresh five coming in.
Good opportunity for some of these younger players and some of the seniors on this team to get in some playoff action here. Free throw is no good. First one is no good by Asian Jordan for Prairieville. And as mentioned there, lots of subs coming in for the Lady Jackets. That'll send Juliana Jones in for the Lady Jackets. That'll send Evie Duplessis in for the Lady Jackets. That will keep Jaden Vaughn. No, Jaden Vaughn will come in. As well as Jet Tompley.
And Lyric Hatch.
Oh, and it is a running clock now with the score.
All right, there we go.
Second free throw is no good. It is Gatlin reaching for it underneath the basket. It is going to go to Duplessis for Denham Springs. They're going to call it a jump ball, and what did they call it, a foul? Was it
a jump ball?
Okay, jump ball, yes.
Duplessis in there fighting amongst three Prairieville Hurricane players for that rebound.
A little issue with the clock here as they're trying to figure that out. Is I think it went to running clock. Was at a 71-36 Lady Jackets with the lead. They readjust the clock and set it at 51 seconds as it will be Tompley to inbounds it from the baseline. She will get it to Hatch. Hatch brings it up the court, kicks it over to Tompley. Tom play now from the top, in between the circles, gets it over to Vaughn. Vaughn thinks about shooting it. Now baseline jumper is air ball. Rebound goes to Tom play, and it is up to the top to Hatch. Hatch now over to Vaughn on the right side. Vaughn works it around from the free throw, kicks it out to Hatch. Hatch going down low to Jones. Jones now to Duplessis. Duplessis to Hatch. Hatch puts it up, and it is no good. Rebound to Prairieville with 13 seconds left here in this contest. Three-pointer from
one more
Sheets
going.
Is good.
Knock it
one
down.
more for the stat sheet. And that will just about do it here as Duplessis brings it up the court, and you hear the final buzzer there. 71-39, the final here from the Jacket Gym. Lady Jackets move on to the second round, and we will get that score for you here, hopefully before we close it out here. But again, 71-39, the final coming up. It will be the post-game wrap-up from the Jacket Gym. As the Lady Jackets with the victory, and reminder with that victory and a Jackets win that you can win by visiting Bank Plus for all of your personal and business financial needs. That is Bank Plus, 822 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. That is your Jackets Bank Plus win. And we are back after this timeout. It is Lady Jackets basketball.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
As we welcome you into the post-game wrap-up here from the Jacket Gym, Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. We will hear from head coach Rudy Smith in just a bit. But, Mitch, as you're tallying up your final points there, go ahead and say that we are keeping an eye on the Slidell-Santa Maria game. Mr. Robert Graves, thank you so much. I know Mr. Robert always is listening or watching whatever he's doing. All I had to do was send him a text message and got the answer right away. That's a guy right there. Mr. Robert Graves, you're the man. We appreciate everything you do.
Mr. Robert Graves, who, if you don't know, created his own YouTube page just recently, and he's uploading a lot of old Jacket videos. I've seen some from the 80s, some from like 2006, 2009, 2014, things like that. So he's starting to put a lot on his YouTube page. So go find Mr. Robert Graves on YouTube for a lot of Jacket history and nostalgia.
Absolutely, and what a great segue to say we come to you on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. As always, folks, we ask that you get that subscribe button to hit. Give us a like if you want. Get interactive with us. Darren Ferrente on the producer side here will try to get involved with you as he can. And we appreciate you being along with us here tonight. Again, tomorrow night it will be boys basketball against Santa Maud to close out their regular season. We will have that Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up starting for you at 6:15. That is tomorrow night. All right, so Mitch, some of the final stats you have here for us. It should be easy for Prairieville with 3 players scoring.
Yeah, Prairieville only, and the third one didn't score until the fourth quarter, but Asian Jordan with 4 points, chipping in for Prairieville. Marley Gatlin, kind of the do-everything player. We talked about her a lot in the pregame, and you could see how good of a player she was with 17. And then Caitlin Sheets knocking down 6 3-pointers with 18 points, and she is really a sharp shooter. She can knock them down if you give her just a step of separation. But on the Yellow Jacket side, I mean, we got to go through a whole lot because we were very balanced, as we mentioned at some points in the game. A lot of Lady Jackets involved in the scoring. Kimber King, your senior, with 1 point. Then we have Kinley Journet, freshman, with 5 points. Kalaja Henry, another freshman, with 6 points. Marley Johnson, sophomore, with 6 points. Kennedy Lindsay, junior, with 12 points. Taylor Smith, the senior, with 12 points. We had Zariah Samir, a freshman, with 14 points. And then our leading scorer on the night, Preya Nelson, junior player for the Lady Jackets, with 17 points. So very well balanced. 1, 2, 3, 4 players in double figures. And we had a lot of scoring inside in the lane. Preya Nelson, Zariah Samir doing a good job underneath the goal. We had the shots falling from the outside, hitting a couple 3-point shots out there. Kalaja Henry, Kinley Journet, Marley Johnson knocking down 3. So good inside-outside, very balanced effort for the Lady Jackets.
All right, so that will end Prairieville's season. They will end 15-9 overall, and that improves the Yellow Jackets to 22-9 on their season, as they will now get ready to host the Slidell Tigers, as that game has now gone final. 63-42 Slidell over the Santa Maud Lady Gators. So we now know who our opponent will be next Monday, this Monday coming up, and it'll be, I imagine we'll get some more info from Coach Rudy Smith. We anticipate it'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off.
Yeah, doing a little check-in right here. I believe we played them early in the season. I thought I saw that today. I'm going to go back and double-check on that. But I think we beat them at a preseason, non-district tournament earlier this season. So it's a team where Coach Rudy Smith and his squad's familiar with. We played them in the first round 2 years ago. We're victims of an upset. If I recall, Slidell had a very good player that had been injured for a lot of the year. And, of course, she was back for the playoffs, and she really did a good job and was the difference in that game. Slidell beat us. Last year we faced them, I think, in the second round. Lady Jackets came out on top and moved on forward, eventually getting to the state championship game. So third year in a row in the playoffs.
Lots of history.
Slidell's going to come, not only just playing Slidell, but they're coming here for a third time.
All right, so we will take a timeout. When we come back, we are going to get head coach Rudy Smith in here to break it down for you. Again, this is the Lady Jackets wrap-up on Lady Jackets basketball. We are back for this timeout on Lady Jackets basketball.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5 Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Welcome back into the post-game wrap-up here from the Jacket Gym. When you can't get one Smith, you get the other Smith. So instead of head coach Rudy Smith joining us, which he will momentarily, he's enjoying talking to the newspaper people right now, so he'll get over here momentarily. But instead, we have senior Taylor Smith joining us right here. So, one, congratulations. Great win for your team here tonight, a team that y'all just played last week. So you turn right back around and play them again. Is that an advantage or disadvantage in your mind?
In this case, it was an advantage. We knew it was coming out, so we had some great changes we made to adjust to their really good point guard, number 0. We kept her from scoring, I think, less than 20 tonight, which is great because last game she had 25. So, yeah.
Yep, she had 17 tonight, so that's good. Y'all hold her to 3 less. But you talk about how good she is, and she likes to kick it out to Sheets. I mean, she was on fire. She had 18 points herself tonight. So you took a little away from one. Sheets does what she does. I think that was her 96th three of the year or something like that. I know you like to shoot it from downtown. So, I mean, do you see what she does and say, like, man, she can shoot it?
Yes, that's really impressive.
It is.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play with players like that.
What's the furthest you've shot a 3 this season? I said you shot one from the Antique Village a couple of games ago.
Yes, sir. I think I had one that was like 5 feet out.
Yeah, it was. You like the long range, right? So we know that Slidell has beat Santa Maria now, so you got a familiar opponent coming in. So I know y'all played Slidell earlier in the season. You're looking forward to that matchup. Another kind of a quick turnaround. You'll have to do some practice over the weekend to get ready for them coming in here.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
All right. So what's y'all's game plan? Just win.
Hit him with all we got. Yeah.
All right, Taylor, go ahead and head the handset over to your dad, head coach Rudy Smith there. All right, so Taylor's going to get switched up here as we get the head coach of the Lady Jackets in, Coach Smith. That was a little fun little impromptu interview right there about the senior Taylor Smith. So as Coach Smith gets his headset set up here. All right, Coach. She wasn't ready for that.
I bet.
What are you going to ask me? I said, I have no idea. We're just going to roll with it. All right, Coach, congratulations. Great to have her there. And I asked her what was the longest three-pointer she has shot. I joked earlier in the season that you shot one from the Antique Village. And she's like, yeah, I don't mind pulling it up from too far away. But all right, to this one, 71-39, the final here for your team. You will move on. We do know that Slidell defeated Santa Maria, so they'll be coming in. Okay. So we have the, let me see, I have a final for you. 50-38, I believe, was the final in that one. No, I'm sorry, 63-42 was the final in that one, Slidell over Santa Maria. So Slidell, the team you're familiar with, getting ready for them. But first, let's look at this one. Obviously, a really good night for the Lady Jackets, some good defensive play. I know probably towards the end there you didn't like how it was kind of getting a little sloppy, but kind of to be expected with a score like that and high school kids.
Well, I keep telling everybody, people that have asked, that's just a hard team to guard. All your discipline and your assignments on defense kind of go by the wayside because number 0, Marley Gatlin, just keeps the ball in her hands for so long each possession. Like, she's very patient, and when she decides to explode by you, there's not much you can do. So we like to keep it up and down. She'll keep that ball and just find little creases, and she does a real good job with her body and forces fouls. Some fouls, I don't even know if they are fouls, but man, she does a good job of selling them. So they were calling them, and that's 2 nights in a row we've played them that she's done that. So
it is a good point. That some of those underneath the basket, I think there's just so much flying around that she gets the calls that aren't necessarily. She kind of creates it herself.
She does.
You really do. So I mean, great to her. But and then you talk about how she kicks it out to Sheets, who is just such a great shooter.
Yep.
And, them two, that's really their 1-2 punch at the half. They were the only 2 scorers. They only finished with 3 players scoring for Prairieville. So they have to do a lot with not a lot.
That's right. Chase does a good job.
He does.
And, it's not like it was a secret. We knew what they were going to do. We got to see it last week, and I think we did better than we did last week. We definitely did. But still, we just couldn't find a way to completely shut those 2 down.
That's hard. I mean, they move the ball, and when you're trapping there, somehow she's able to break it at times, and when she does, that's when you have that one person open. Sometimes Sheets on the far side hitting those 3-pointers from beyond the arc. But overall, when you look at this one, you got to be pleased with it. I know there's some things to move forward as you look to the second round. Now knowing that Slidell is coming in, know that you played Slidell earlier in the season, but a team that you're very familiar with, so you know what they're going to be coming into with. So what do you see out of Slidell from what you know earlier and what you expect Monday night?
I think we're going to see a very well-coached, disciplined team that's pretty much solid in every position. They're somewhat like us, maybe better coached. There might be better coached, but they do a really good job of distributing. They've got outside shooters. They got a really good little point guard. They've got a solid big underneath. They're just a well-rounded team that we're going to have to just focus on getting hands in people's faces and doing the little things that we do, block out and rebound. We got to win the rebounding battle against them and try to keep the pace up. I do believe we're going to be a little deeper than them. So if we can keep the pace up and kind of wear them down, I do believe it'll be a close game and a battle.
My next question was, as you mentioned, deeper than they are. Lots of players involved here tonight, which is always great in a playoff atmosphere for some of those younger ones that you may need down the line to come in if you get into a little bit of trouble. But talk about the depth of this team and what that means, because when you do get to this point in the playoffs, it can be the difference in some of these close games.
For sure. Maybe the only negative is sometimes it's difficult to figure out what's the right play. So you're always second-guessing yourself when you play so many kids. But what I try to do is try to get it all in early and then kind of get a feel from there. See who's on, who's not not doing their assignments, and I kind of play the ones that are doing well and maybe have hot hands. I try to keep them in. But, I think for sure, like you said, you play so many players. It's just going to help you as the deeper you get into the season, and just like the deeper you get into the game. So,
absolutely. Who was your star player that you saw that you liked was the most out of the Lady Jackets tonight?
Zariah Samir, the freshman. She got us started. She came in with a lot of fire, and you could see it. She just dominated that paint.
A freshman ready to get in there and eager to go at it. It's going to be fun to be watching her throughout her career here at Denham Springs. So she is a special player and such a young one getting in here and making an early impact. Coach, I know it's going to be a quick turnaround. How long will you celebrate this one and enjoy this one before you start looking to slide
Oh, man, when I get home, I'm going to go ahead and get into
As soon as I told him slide out, he pulled out his phone and started going through.
That's right. You're right.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank
Great
you.
win. Looking
Thank you,
forward to Monday night against Slidell.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, that was head coach of the Yellow Jackets, Coach Rudy Smith. We're back after this on Lady Jackets basketball.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke's Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Garishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Machon and Associates, General Contractors, and Triton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98.
And the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better.
So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aston Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
As we continue to wrap it up here from the Jacket Gym, 71-39 Lady Jackets with the victory here over the Prairieville Lady Hurricanes. As mentioned, we now know that Slidell will be the matchup next Monday for the Lady Jackets. Anticipate a 6 o'clock tip-off for that one, so it would be, again, 5:15 Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up for the girls' second-round playoff game, and that is an 8-9 matchup. So two teams evenly matched when it comes to seedings, no doubt.
Did y'all, you and Coach Smith, did y'all talk? They had played them before. Did y'all mention that any? Or?
We did. He said, they are a familiar team. They're gonna. We know what to expect from them. They're gonna be well coached. And he made a joke. He said maybe even better coached. But I wouldn't. We wouldn't trade Coach Smith at all. But
it was a lower scoring game. I know
yes.
that. Like the defenses were after it, and a lower scoring game. But the Jackets got out and were flying fast out here today, and it'd be great to see some shots fall. And just the way it played out, I don't know that Coach Smith could have drawn it up any better. It wasn't like one player went out and scored 24, 25 points, somebody else with 12, and everybody else chipping in with 3 or 4 points each. It was just a total team effort, 4 players in double figures, a lot of freshmen getting some valuable minutes and making some plays and seeing some shots fall, so that next week no one's going in thinking, man, nothing fell for me last week. I hope something goes in tonight. Like, everybody ought to be feeling good. Everybody played well tonight, and you have a lot of girls, whether they were starters or players off the bench, 9 or 10 players for sure that came in and performed really well tonight.
Depth has been a big key for this Lady Jackets team, and you see such young players. Coach Smith, most impressed tonight with Samir and the play that she has. A freshman coming in, playing in this level, and first playoff game for her, and how exciting it's going to be to watch her over her career here at Denham Springs. But in her first playoff action, she went out there and really threw it all out on the line and was going after some of those loose balls, getting that underneath the basket and finishing the layups. I mean, she was flying all over the place.
She had the 9-point first quarter, and that really got us off to a big start. We were up. I just put my papers away. I'm sorry, but it was right there, 23-7 at the end of the first quarter, 16-point lead. And of course, she had 9 points. I remember she scored 7 of our first 9. A lot of rebounds. She was a major force underneath the goal with her size and athleticism. And so Prairieville just wasn't able to match that underneath. Not sure Slidell what they have height-wise or post players and all, but the difference tonight: Praya Nelson, Zariah Samir. Kennedy Lindsay able to be out there around the goal, getting the rebounds, affecting shots. That was a big key for us tonight. Hopefully we can continue that next week as we move forward.
Absolutely. So all positives here for Lady Jackets, 71-39, the final. As you move on from this one, not a lot of time to reflect on this one. You got a quick turnaround to get ready for Slidell on a Monday. So while we're out trying to swing some golf clubs this weekend or getting a simulator or whatever it is, maybe the Lady Jackets going to be in the gym getting ready for Slidell. So with the quick turnaround, how do you expect Lady Jackets to keep this momentum going?
Like you said, it's a quick turnaround, so that's a good thing for your positive momentum. You played so well tonight, and everybody ought to be feeling good when they go home tonight. And so when they get back out, I'm sure they'll meet tomorrow and start looking at Slidell a little bit. And it's going to be it doesn't get long and drug out. out. And coaches talk about that. I mean, football, like when you have bye weeks, college coaches, they say, I don't want to spend 2 weeks preparing for one team. It gets stale. It gets old. People get kind of tired going through the motions. Well, you've only got Saturday and Sunday. Well, really Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm sorry, I'm thinking this is Friday night, but it's Thursday night. So you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, to kind of get yourself ready. Probably 2 practices between now and then, 1 off day, I'm sure, somewhere this weekend. And then really keep you focused and mentally sharp because it's not a long drag out. You don't have to, it's just a quick turnaround, and it's a team you've played before, so they'll be familiar with that. And so I think you'll be able to implement a game plan pretty quickly, and the girls ought to be able to listen and keep their attention just in the short turnaround.
All right, that is going to do it for us here. So, again, 71-39, the final over Prairieville. It will be the Slidell Tigers and the Lady Jackets here from the Jacket Gym Monday night, anticipating 6 o'clock tip-off for that one. But before we get to that, it will be boys in the gym, in the Jacket Gym here tomorrow night against Santa Maria. We will start the Sports Center Yellow Jackets warm-up at 6:15 tomorrow, so hope you will join us for that as well. All right, we will close it out here for Lamine Figueroa back at the studio for... Not Jake Williamson, for Zachary Williamson, for John Fine, for Mitch Covington, and for Darren Ferrente. I'm Josh Ward saying good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Denham Springs High School basketball broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube, please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. Josh Ward on play-by-play with Mitch Covington on color commentary. Denham Springs High School basketball broadcasts are a John Fine production.
Radio Amor keeps you coming.